So we're driving through Monument Valley on our way to, where are we going?
Moab.
Moab, that's right. On our way to Moab and ultimately to Crater Lake where there's snow.
Right.
But we're in
Not
this,
here.
Yeah, we're in this beautiful area right here. What do you think, Michelle?
Oh my gosh. It's just stunning. It's everywhere you look and every curve you turn, there's something else, and it's huge. Everything is huge.
It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful sunshine
Blue
today.
skies. And
So we're going to try to make up. We pulled off this. This is before we get to Forrest Gump Point. And so we stop here because we know this was for sure, but we're going to try to stop at Forrest Gump Point as well. So the views just keep on coming. It is amazing. We drove up, what, half a mile? Probably half a mile.
And then there's another turnout. We're like, stop again.
So it's absolutely stunning, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day. And we've chose to stop at these turnouts before we get to what's known as Forrest Gump Point because
That might be where everybody goes. Friendly person. Because sometimes life gives you a box of chocolates.
you never know what you're going to get or if you're going to be able to stop.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm having a snack. Are you ready for a snack?
I am definitely ready for a snack.
What gorgeous views, though. And what a beautiful day.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be.
So we've made it to Park Creek Campground in Moab, and we're just getting set up. Our site is really, really tight, so it's a matter of trying to figure out how we can fit everything in. We are down about 2.5 inches on the passenger side, so Michelle's getting the beach lane levelers over there, and then we're going to back up onto them. And I'm really happy to report all the way here to Moab, the fridge is still on LP. I think we've got the propane side of the fridge fixed. But we're still having issues with that fridge, with the propane fridge. So it worked better, it ignited better, and I've done a little more research, and it sounds like I'm going to have to replace the thermocouple, which on our model of fridge is also the igniter. So I'm going to have to get one of those. There's none on our journey at all until we get all the way up to Salt Lake City, like in about 5 days. So I've got to see if I can make this thing limp along. From the research I've done, I think if I clean it, maybe that might be part of the issue. There might be some residue. I'm also going to measure that gap and make sure it's okay.
So there, I've got our gap adjusted. We're a little bit higher now than we were. Let's see if this ignites. Hey, Michelle, can you switch that to propane, please? Right in that nice looking flame. It's getting nice and red hot, just like it should.
I don't remember that thermocouple getting that red hot before, so this may help it out quite a bit. Again, we're going to keep you guys informed. This is our setup here, and not too awful. And it is actually one of the least expensive parks in Moab. And I'm just in the process of getting our new table set up and our Blackstone set up. So Michelle's been marinating steak all day. Pinchada, whatever it is. And so we're going to be frying that up tonight for dinner. And I think our neighbors are probably going to come in tomorrow. I don't see a reservation here for neighbors tonight, but who knows? Maybe by the time end of day tomorrow, we might have new neighbors. So here's that steak that's been marinating right there. We're going to cook that on the Blackstone. And well, let's see about the closet. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
Have you looked in the closet yet?
I haven't. So let's see. I think you're probably going to have to get over here and I'll open it.
Let's
Hopefully
see
it
what's
doesn't explode all over you.
going on.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Set?
Look at that. They all stayed. And you know what? I think they're more even because they can slide how they need to be instead of being locked into those little grooves.
Yeah, and I still hung them, one this way, one that way, one this way, one that way.
Right. I don't know if you can see that in the video. We've got one each way. It's kind of dark in there in the closet. Let me see if I open up. Can I get a little more light in there? You can kind of see that maybe. And so we alternate the hangers and that keeps everything secure. But you know what?
And that's so that they don't come off.
Right. So they don't hop off, when you're going down the road like that. I think that is something I'm going to want to do to my side of the closet too.
Yeah, it was a lot easier putting them in, and I'm sure it'll be a lot easier taking them out.
So then that begs the question, are you happy now about the spider? Because if it weren't for the spider, we wouldn't have done this modification right away.
Yeah, well, I mean, all things work towards good. So, yes, this
All
is
right.
good.
Okay, so you're glad you didn't burn down the Airstream.
I would have been willing to find that spider because there was no sleeping tonight if we didn't find it.
Right. All right, well, I think it's time to fire at the Blackstone and cook the supper.
Sounds good. I'm really hungry.
Pretty cool car. Did you see the headlights?
Yeah, they're just nuts.
What's really sobering about the Silver Spur Motel is that I'm older than that sign.
But you're younger than a lot of other things. Like we didn't get the 65 discount.
No, we did not get the 65-year-old senior discount here at
that.
Hole in the Rock. One thing we almost never have is ice cream, but it called to Michelle, which is really unusual. And what kind you got?
Huckleberry. I've never heard of huckleberry ice cream. And so, yeah, I don't normally even, ice cream is not something that I enjoy usually, but I saw that and it right away my mouth was like, oh, I need to taste that. So I got a cup and Jim got a waffle.
I got Moose Tracks, which is kind of my go-to, but I got a question about the huckleberry. I thought I was your huckleberry. We're at the famous Hole in the Rock house in Moab.
We just took the tour and it's 5,000 square feet in a rock home. It's really interesting. These people were very, very eccentric.
Yes.
But it was really neat to see how they figured out how to live inside of a rock in very nice conditions.
Actually, yeah, it was made in the 1940s and 50s. So it really has that 1940s, 50s vibe as far as colors and different things. They painted a couple of the rooms in there. They don't allow cameras or photos in there. Otherwise, we would have taken you with us. But that's part of what makes it a roadside attraction. And to me, it's just fascinating. It's a whole different era when this was made. I mean, it kind of looks like a Fred Flintstone house. It is about 5,000 square feet of living space, carved out of rock. But can you imagine in today's world trying to get the permits, permission to make something like this? The red tape would be insane that you could go through. I just love roadside attractions like this and things that point to a more simpler time here in the United States.
And it was only $8.50 a person. It's not a huge long tour, but it was very worth the price. And they're keeping something around and existing that is unique. And we like that.
Unique and kitschy, very fun. But I think you were saying even after this ice cream, you want lunch.
Yeah. The ice cream was great, but now for real food.
It's yummy.
Let's dig in.
All right, how are you doing today? Do you have your timed entry reservation?
I do.
Okay.
Do you
can I
need
take a
that
look
as
at
well? We're early.
Hi.
You're early. What'd you have it reserved for?
3.
But I figured it'd be good to.
I think I could let you guys slide.
Yeah, a little. We figured it. We
If
might
it's
have to
within the
wait.
hour. Good. Would you like a park map?
Yes.
I'll take anything you have.
Well, if you have any other questions, the visitor center's right up there. They'd be more than happy to help you, okay?
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate it.
You're
Thank
welcome. Enjoy
you.
your day here.
Thank you.
From Arches National Park.
Hello.
And it's obvious we made it into the park. It is crazy, crazy windy here. We got to keep holding on to our hats to make sure that nothing blows off. But what an absolutely spectacular national park this is. You know, I think of all the things that Teddy Roosevelt did, setting up our national park system is kind of the most genius thing ever that happened to preserve these lands for us and future generations. What a gift.
I am literally speechless. I don't even know what to say. You can even see the Grand Canyon from here.
I didn't know that. Where is that?
I think it's off on the right.
Off there somewhere?
Yeah.
Probably, I guess the Colorado River is right through here.
Yeah, the Colorado. We actually, the first place we stopped, it.
Go to the south porch, take the primitive trail around. You can see both the north and the south at the same.
Both of them at the same time?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thank you. So we just got a great trip where we met some folks. Do you remember their names at all? Did you get? Did we? I don't think we got their
I
names.
think they did say their names.
There's 3 guys. One was from
British Columbia, Georgia, and the first guy that we talked to,
and
Pennsylvania.
could have been. I can't remember. If you're seeing this video, leave it in the comment. I'm so sorry. I can't remember all the details and where you're all from, but quite frankly, we're pretty stunned by the gorgeousness, the beauty of this park. In fact, I'm going to get some. Yeah, this is a really popular spot. Everybody's coming and filming themselves, but to kind of show you our view where we're looking at here. There we go. You can see all these people coming up. So we did get a timed entry. I had initially wanted first thing in the morning, but we got, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we did show up a little bit early.
And they were fine. He said, as long as you're within the hour, usually it's fine. And we went into the visitor center and looked around first. So we didn't really hit the roads till 3 anyway. So that worked out, by the time you see the stuff inside. And but I can see why they do the timed entry. I think it would be overwhelmed with people if they didn't. And this way, everyone sort of gets a turn,
Yes. But where we are, definitely, I think in the afternoon, usually the light is coming and hitting, and of course that lights the rocks up really nice and makes the sky really nice and blue. In the morning, you could probably get a nice sunrise through here. I'm pretty sure you can get a moon shot through here. I should have to check that. I have an app that I can look through those things. So next time we're through Arches, I'm going to probably schedule a little more detailed photographic experience or videographic, maybe some time exposures here.
We knew we weren't going to have a ton of time here. We just sort of wanted to do this to obviously see what we can in a day and sort of reconnaissance so we know what to do next time.
Yeah, if you've never been somewhere, it's kind of good you get your initial impression of what it is, and then next time you come, you kind of know the things that you really, really want to see.
No, he just gave us a recommendation. So we're going to go hike
go do that? I think that'd be a better morning thing than that.
Okay.
So, it's one of those things. It's 85 degrees out here right now, would you say? Nice and warm.
90.
Yeah, 85, 90. Dry, so we brought plenty of water with us. But we are, as you remember, we're heading to Oregon.
Yeah.
So we're soaking up the sun when we can because we're going to hit Crater Lake, where there was 9 feet of snow when we left Arizona.
Hopefully it's melting so that there's less. Oh no, Jim.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the wind is starting to blow my equipment and everything all around, so I'm going to go save it. It's crazy windy out here today. We're getting ready to go. We're leaving our Pack Creek campground in Moab and heading to BLM land near Green River, Utah. And we'll see. There's a few campsites that are there, so hopefully we'll be able to get a campsite in. But because we're going to be boondocking for a few days, I'm trying to get everything set up. We are dumping and flushing the tanks real good out here, and then I'll be refilling our fresh water supply as well. So we have water where we're going to be. How's it going in here?
I have everything done in here. Ready to hook up when you're ready.
All right. Hey, it's really windy out here. Have you been checking that at all?
Yeah, it's calling for 50-mile-an-hour gusts today.
Holy smokes.
I've never driven in that, so I hope we're not... it's supposed to hit here, like, later,
So I hope we're out of here, and I hope we don't run into it. But
Yeah, we'll be out of here within the hour pretty easily. We've just got a couple more things to pick up. And the one thing that's going to help us out, because we're going to a boondocking site, I filled up our fresh tank. So that puts a little more weight on the axles and on the bottom.
Okay.
So that'll help keep us a little more stable. Good tip from Rich and Cindy at Love's Oven.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. I'll let you know when I'm set. You got water and everything for us?
Yep. Everything's ready to go.
Perfect.